Oh, snap. Welcome back to Sea Stories with Mr. Durite. I am your host, Mr. Durite, and this is my lovely co-host. So wrong. Oh, so right. Oh, so right.
That was so wrong of you to say my name. I was supposed to say that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop the show. Randall, stop the show. So what you trying to say? I can't say your name?
I know you're supposed to lead up to it, right? And my lovely, most wonderful, amazing, and keep on. The adjectives are supposed to keep on rolling for about a good 10 minutes, right? So a good portion of the show, and then you do this, and then I say, so long. We practiced this, remember? We rehearsed this. Anyway, Mr. Durite just can't seem to get it right.
So, today's show is...
Yes.
What is today's show?
What is it?
Different crew, different screw.
What?
That is correct.
What? Different crew, different screw. What the heck does that even mean?
So, how is it that we practice you taking all the wind out of my sails, but you don't remember a different crew, different screw?
I don't think you explained it.
I probably didn't. So
when are you going to explain it?
I'm explaining it right now. You just let me explain it. Woman.
Are you sure you want to explain it right now?
No. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. So, different crew, different screw is a play on something we used to say on the boat. One screw, one crew. Meaning, if something happened on the boat, it affected everybody. But since our special guest today, in-studio guest, Dan Darden is here, and we were on different boats because he was a submariner too, off of the USS Albany. Well, different crews, different screws. It only makes sense. Bop, 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 bop. I got you.
Wow, just got it. So he's
blew my mind.
First in-studio guest. That is so exciting.
I know this dude is awesome.
He's in the flesh right here.
He's incredible. He's fantastic. He's that's the adjectives I was supposed to give to you, wasn't it? Oh my bad. I'm so sorry.
That was so wrong.
I knew it was coming. You see how I fed her? She always talking that stuff. But you know what? We're going to get to that and a whole bunch more right after this. Randall?
Attention bubbleheads, sailors, and all military personnel. Enjoy truish, lighthearted, and funny adventures from life at sea, told by Mr. Durite himself. So pack your sea bags and rig your ship for dive. It's time for another sea story with Mr. Durite. I think they're ready for it. Take it away, Mr. Durite. Visit DuriteProduction.com, follow the Facebook page, and subscribe to our channel, shipmates.
And we're back by popular demand. Or maybe not. But check this out. Like we said, we got Dan Darden here. And if you didn't know, because I didn't tell you, he's a Navy submarine nuclear MM. Now,
it's nuclear. I know nuclear in the general sense, but nuclear MM.
So MM stands for machinist mate.
Machinist mate.
Yes,
okay.
He was a machinist mate, and nuclear means there was two types of people on the submarine.
Okay.
There was the cool people and the nukes.
The cools and the nukes.
Not the cools. The cool people. Not the cools. That sounds like some cigarettes. Oh,
what?
You were some of the cool filthy kings?
Well, what did you say?
I just said cool people.
Cool people.
Cool people. Say it with me.
Can I just shorten and say the cools and the nukes?
No. But actually, I'm just playing with you. I'm playing with you. I'm playing with you. It wasn't the cool people. They called us coners because we was on the forward port of the ship. Coners. Because, in the front of a submarine, it looks like a cone.
That's a lot of terminology right now. Okay, let me try to get this straight here. You got nuclear MM, which is what? Nuclear machinist mate.
Sounds like she got it to me.
Okay, then you've got the cool people and the nukes.
And the cool people were the coners.
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 You like cone?
Yes.
Front of a submarine looks like a cone?
Oh, okay. So they sat in the front of the submarine?
Sure. That's what we did. We got the boat where it needed to go. Yeah, they pushed the boat. But the boat had to have somewhere to go. This is an age-old question right here. Yes. The coners steer. Okay. The coners lead. The coners cook. The coners clean the bathrooms and shit.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of work for being at the front of the submarine.
And you know what? The funny thing is, I'm probably going to get my ass kicked after this. But I wanted to tell you a story.
Yes.
So, the story I wanted to tell you, or the tips I wanted to tell you, or the secrets I want to tell you, or whatever, the blank, just fill in the blank, I want to tell you is, here's 5 reasons why nukes get pro pay. And now you probably say, what the hell is pro pay, Mr. Durite? Well, I'm glad you asked that one.
Well, I actually kind of knew what propane is.
Not propane, pro pay.
Oh, I thought you were saying propane. I was like, isn't that stuff you use to grill?
Well, it is what you use to grill. You grill steaks and asparagus, delicious
so is the word
asparagus.
Propane or propay? What?
The asparagus is so delicious. You bite into it and just got that crunch.
Back to the show, Mr. Durite.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What's the word? The word for the day.
Pro-pay.
Pro-pay.
Not propay, not propane, not prolific. Pro-pay.
Propay.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And that it was something that the nukes got. They got extra pay for being a nuke.
Oh, what does a nuke do?
Oh, see, I'm glad you asked.
I'm afraid to ask.
There's 5 reasons why nukes got pro pay on the boat.
Okay.
Reason number 1 is they had to do reactor startups. And you know what a reactor is?
It's kind of like how I feel when you start talking. No, what? No, that's not it.
Doom. She got me.
What does a reactor do?
A reactor reacts. Dog, it was pretty simple.
Right.
You know what? You heard of a nuclear reactor before?
Yes.
It's the same thing. We have a nuclear.
If you put it in the context of what Homer Simpson does,
exactly.
I think I'd get.
So Homer Simpson is a nuke.
Okay.
And then everybody that was on the boat looked like Homer Simpson.
They were yellow and bald and had like 2 strands of
What?
hair.
Say something. We got chat open right now. If you don't like what I'm saying, say something about it.
So
if you don't say nothing, then you like it.
Mr. Durite is inciting people here.
That's right. What you gonna do?
So nukes? Were you a nuke?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm talking shit.
Our guest.
Yeah, our guest is a nuke.
Okay, all right.
Well, you're going to find out some stuff about him, though. It's going to be pretty funny, though.
Okay, great.
So,
what are we going to find out?
Reactor startup. Basically, they would have to come to the boat early. Like, we getting ready to go underway. We're going to go underway at, like, I don't know, noon. They got to show up at the boat at, like, what, midnight? Just to start up the reactor so we can leave at noon. Yeah, so that's what they had to do. So, earn that pay, baby. The second reason why they get pro pay is because reactor shutdown. And it's the opposite of reactor startup. They got to stay after we pull in and shut the reactor down. And they be crying, boy, they be crying. Why we got to stay and shut down the reactor and they get to go home and stuff?
So typically, how long would they have to stay? Like, when would they actually get to go home?
So we'll pull in at noon and then they'll go home at midnight.
Wow. And you guys are gone by what time?
Oh, I don't know.
12:30?
No, I wish. Boy, there's a whole bunch of people out there saying, I wish. No, we'll be gone about maybe 3 o'clock, maybe 4. We have to rig for port, or we have to rig for sea and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. But we don't have to stay as long as them. But then, as we kicking rocks down the pier and everything, we throwing up the deuces. It's like, earn that propane, nuke, and just keep on keeping on, right?
So they have to arrive early, stay late.
Yes.
And what else? Is that it?
No, I got some other stuff because I said I got 5. You got 2 right there.
I wanted to make sure you could count. Okay, that was 2.
Oh, thank you.
What are the other 3?
I don't know if I can count.
What are the other?
The third thing is they had to have propane because of all the nuke drills. Can you say high chlorides? Say high chlorides.
High chlorides?
And I guarantee you a nuke is running right now. What? Boy, they used to call away high chlorides. I'd be in Iraq. You know what I would do? I hear that alarm and I go, roll over and go back to sleep.
So the coners, right? Did I say that right?
Coners, that's right.
The coners didn't have to do anything. If they heard that high chloride alarm,
we continue watching movies, staying on watch, or
sleeping.
sleeping.
Seem fair though. So why would you want to be a nuke?
Wait. That's why they get pro pay. They get extra pay for that.
Is it that much more that makes it worth it?
I don't know how much they got. I don't know how to nuke. I don't know how much they make.
I'll ask the guests that question.
See,
what was the 4th thing?
The 4th thing.
Yeah.
The 4th is super important. It should be the 5th thing, but it's the 4th thing.
Okay.
The 4th thing is they needed that pro pay to pay for their World of Warcraft subscriptions.
Oh, I don't know much, but that sounded like a dig right there.
If you don't like it, say something in chat. I dare you. Say something in
So
chat.
you're saying all they do is just sit there and play games? They just got to arrive early, stay late. What else?
Play World of
reactor.
Warcraft.
Play World of Warcraft.
Yes.
What was the third one? I forgot. Oh, high chloride. The alarm. The drills. I'm learning.
I
And
know
what was
this.
the
It's like I'm baffling her.
And
It's
what
like,
was the last reason why they earned the pro pay? What's the fifth? You said there were 5 reasons why they're nukes and they earn that pay. What was it for?
because they nukes.
Oh, yeah, that totally makes sense.
All right, then.
I get it now.
I mean, it made sense in my head when I came up with it, so I think it's perfect. It's a perfect list. If you don't like it, say something about it.
We will have all of that confirmed by our guests.
So now that craziness is over with,
When will we see our guests?
well, we're going to be seeing our guests right after these messages. Randall, take us to that beautiful beam footage.
This is Concours, a world-class luxury compact from Chevrolet, in Europe to show that an American car can challenge the highways of the world. Concours is an affordable car for people who appreciate the stylish elegance of fine touring cars, luxurious interiors, and dependable Chevrolet engineering. Concours, built for Americans at home anywhere. A world-class luxury compact from Chevrolet.
When I was a kid, the closest you could get me to a fish was the aquarium. Now, thanks to McDonald's, I'm the expert. You see, most fish is not government inspected, but all McDonald's fish is U.S. government inspected grade A. And it's all prime white filet. No fish cakes, not ground up, not mixed with other fish. It's a filet of fish. The best-selling fish sandwich in America. Tell them your nickname, Henry. They call me Jaws.
Quality you can taste.
Ain't you hungry for some McDonald's? Welcome back. We have our guest in studio, Dan Darden, baby. He is right here in living freaking color. And we're going to shut the hell up so you can hear what this guy's got to say. So let's get this started. You ready to get this started?
Ready to go.
Wait.
Oh.
I'm just testing
get
to
us in
make
trouble.
sure he's real.
Yeah, it's not a
Oh gosh,
it's not a
he's
Skype.
real. He's really
Yeah.
here, people. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. Our first in-studio guest. Eee!
And we probably gonna jack this up, but we're gonna do our best.
And Dan is a nuke.
Uh-huh.
Do I
And
say
he's a
Nuke
what?
MM or
Oh.
just nuke?
What? No, you can say Nuke MM. That's fine.
Both would be correct.
Oh, wow. That sounds so official. Mr. And is it Mr. Dan Darden or is there another title?
Just Mr. is fine.
Oh. Mr. Dan Darden, sir.
Esquire.
You know you got a girlfriend, so only be flirting with her on camera because you're gonna get
A
busted.
fiance who might be watching. I might be getting in trouble.
Look, I'm gonna make sure he get his butt out here on time and he don't be hanging around. But let's just move into the first question so we don't get our butt kicked by the audience. So the first question is, brother, we already know, but we're gonna ask the question anyway. What branch of service did you serve in, and how long did you serve?
Before I answer that question, I just want to say
Uh-oh.
I have never in my life played World of Warcraft. And I think that I need to preemptively start the interview with that.
You touched the nerve.
No, wait a minute, hold on.
So
hold
why
on.
did you say that?
Because
If
that's what they
people
play. You know how many times we would see news
Is
sitting
it
up there
true,
playing
Dan?
World
Is
War?
it
Well,
true? It just doesn't.
So I was in the Navy. To answer the question, I wasn't in the Navy, but I was in the Navy from 1997 to 2003.
Oh, so it was too soon.
So I did see a lot of people playing Magic the Gathering.
Because that's what I was going to ask next. I was like, okay, you didn't play World of Warcraft, but I guarantee you was playing some Magic the Gathering.
I did not. I've never played Magic the Gathering either, but when I was in nuke school, there was a gazebo right outside of my barracks room, and a lot of nukes used to gather there for Magic the Gathering tournaments.
Yeah,
So
I
I've
already
seen
know.
a lot
So
of Magic
you
the
had
Gathering.
good reason to say it. Okay.
He knows what he's talking about.
I'll give it to you. All right. You just weren't hating on them.
Trying to question the kid. But look, let's go in. Now, you got to answer the question. You got me on that. I'm sure you're going to get me on some other stuff. But let's get into these questions because I don't want to get in trouble.
What branch? Do you
What-
want to repeat the question?
Yeah, oh, my man. I guess I need to repeat the question. What branch of service did you serve in, and how long did you serve, sir?
So I served in the U.S. Navy from 1997 to 2003, so 6 years.
6 years.
Six-
All right.
6 years.
So 6 long years, like somebody else said on the show one time.
What
Go back and look at it.
commands did you serve? Serve
Well-
under? I don't really understand that question.
Serve under? You don't
What
understand?
commands did you serve under? Like where?
So what different locations?
Why didn't you just say locations? Why did you write it as
Well, it's a
what
tough question though,
commands?
because locations move sometimes in the Navy. So,
Oh.
but yes, I was a nuke.
bad.
So I went to several schools for the first couple of years that I was in the Navy. So those commands were Nuclear Power Training Command,
Yeah.
which is no longer even there in Orlando, Florida, and then
Florida.
Nuclear Power Training School. And then I went to the Nuclear Power Training Unit or Prototype in Charleston, South Carolina, which is where the nuke program is based out of now.
Oh.
And then my combat command was the USS Albany SSN 753.
Who y'all?
That's
Out of
a
Norfolk,
lot
Virginia.
of letters and numbers.
A lot of
Is
letters
that-
and numbers.
That's the name of the command?
The name
when
of the
you say it
command,
like
yes.
that? Oh, okay.
So SSN implies that it's a submarine, and then
that's what SS?
the whole
Well,
number
I feel
is
really,
753.
really bad. Well, I'm a civilian, so I had no idea. So okay.
So
That makes-
SS means submarine. SSN means it's a nuclear
Nuclear
submarine.
submarine.
Oh.
So if it's just an SS, then you know it's a diesel
See,
boat. You might not want to get on it.
The only term that I know that's SSN is Social Security number. So that's what I thought that.
Got us.
She got us.
She got us.
Cool.
Well, let's move on to the next question.
All right.
So the next question is, this is a fun question. I'm sure you're going to have a great answer. What was the coolest thing you experienced during your command?
Ooh.
In your service?
Coolest thing I experienced. That's a tough question, really, because you see a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you see a lot of stuff.
One of the great things about being in the Navy is that you get to travel.
Yeah.
You get to do a lot of different things.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think the memory to me that sticks out the most is on one of my deployments, we got to stop in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean
Mhm.
and had a swim call.
Right.
And I think that continues
what
to
do
be
you
one of the
mean,
best
swim
memories
call?
that I have. Everyone went
Got
topside of the
out
boat,
and
got out, and we went swimming.
That does sound really cool.
Yeah, so,
Like,
I
do you
mean-
remember like what the water temperature was like? Was it really cold? Was it?
No, it was.
beautiful?
I mean, it was cool because you're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. But I mean, it was warm. It was clear. You could see as far as you could see.
Whoa.
And it was one of the best memories I had the entire time I was in.
Oh
in the
my
military, so.
gosh.
Now,
That does sound
my,
good.
I gotta play devil's advocate for the audience. Now that's cool. I've seen a swim call too. But
That's cool.
We need you to dig deep,
Dig a little deeper.
a little bit deep. You know, saying swim
Deeper
call.
than the Atlantic Ocean? That's pretty deep.
She continues to get you.
Yeah, she is just like boom, boom, boom. She's like Mike Tyson and I'm Buster Douglas. But
Buster Douglas won that fight.
shh, don't- anyway, but let's dig down deeper.
Okay.
I mean that's cool,
Yeah.
but I
that
know you
sounds
got
cool.
cooler. I know he got cooler.
Well,
You got a lot of stories, huh?
probably a lot of stories that maybe shouldn't be shared on.
And look,
See
you
stories
know
of
who
Mr.
our
Durite.
audience
Not,
is?
I do
for the
understand.
civilian ears? Is that what it is?
Perhaps, maybe not with the lady present, but I will say this.
Please, that lady is too
There's a
rougher
lady?
than us.
Where's the lady? That's
No,
what
there's
I'm
a,
saying.
there's a lot of great memories, and I think one of the great things now, looking back on it after this much time, is that my friends and I get together and we tell horrible stories about one another.
Yeah.
And like we talked about my fiance earlier, she's heard all these stories probably 25 times, but she still laughs about them because I think she understands that we think they're still so hilarious. But one story I will share with you that I still think is one of the better things that happened to me is we made a port call in Florida one time,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a forward MM.
Yes.
So an A-ganger for all the submarine guys. So
Go ahead.
Well,
Go
what
ahead.
is-
Just
what
break
are
it
all
down.
these terms? Okay.
Break it down.
Forward MM. I just learned Nuke MM. What's a forward MM?
so the nukes have MMs, and then the coners have MMs too.
Oh.
But we call those guys A-gangers because they are part of the
A-gangers.
auxiliary division.
Auxiliaries, meaning they're not main, primary, or important. They're just kind of.
They're important, but they're just not nukes.
You heard it here first.
I'm just asking.
I said they were
don't
important.
know.
And I mainly
He's like-
say that because I don't ever want to run a
Yeah,
nuke.
yeah, he's like, I want to. I want to make it clear for the record. I didn't say that. The civilian woman here had the audacity to say that they were supplemental.
Hey, they gonna look when you find yourself duct taped to the overhead. And don't say you haven't been warned. Anyway, continue.
So they're auxiliary. So
Auxiliary, A-gangers.
Yeah, A-gangers. Okay.
So we were in Florida, and there was an A-ganger who decided he wanted to have a swim off the pier.
Okay.
And so he jumped in the water, and he was having a good time. And I think he'd probably had a little bit to drink maybe and come back to the boat. But I don't know if you're familiar with these animals they have in Florida called manatees?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, a
They're not
manatee,
very cute though.
they look like giant cows in the water. So a manatee surfaced.
How big are they?
Very,
They're big.
they're really big. So a manatee came up for a breath of air, about as close to this guy as I am to you.
Ooh.
And I'll tell you right now, this guy was not the fittest human being in the world. He wasn't going to get through any small hatches,
Right.
Because he was a bigger man. But I thought we were going to have to get new name tags for his uniforms that said Jesus, because I never saw a big man walk on water like that. It was unbelievable. He came out of the water faster than anything I've ever seen in my life.
No,
That's
I just
funny.
want you to know. I asked him to dig deeper, and he dug a 6-foot hole. You see, I knew better. Swim call. Get out of here. Nobody want to hear that. It's a sea story.
Do you think that that friend is watching the show?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. He and I, we're not close.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So-
Well, I guess after that incident,
I'm just doing my best not to say the guy's name, just in case
Yeah, I was gonna say.
his family and friends might be watching.
Sailor M.
To protect the innocent, names will be changed.
Mr. X,
Yes.
Mr. Manatee.
Yeah,
That's right.
Mr. Yeah.
That's a funny story. Wow. All right. So the next question is, what is one of your proudest moments?
Proudest moments. So this is a tough question too, because I don't really.
Oh, here we go.
No, hold on. I've got one. I know what it is. But it's kind of a serious story actually.
That's good.
Is
Nothing
so
wrong with
in 2003 or 2002, shortly after the events of 9/11 and the bombing of the coal in Yemen and all that stuff, there was a lot of high tension in the military at that time, and a friend of mine decided he wanted to re-enlist at Shea Stadium.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
And
where?
so, at Shea Stadium, where the New York Mets
Oh,
Mets
okay,
play.
okay.
So, who may be in the National League Championship Series. I don't know how the game ended tonight, but anyway.
Thank you for being here and not there.
So anyway, he contacted the Mets and they said we could do it. So we packed up a van and we drove up. And our captain suggested that we bring some promotional materials, just like these 4x6 postcards with pictures of the ship on them.
Okay.
So we did the re-enlistment, and it was really cool. We got to hang out with Bobby Valentine, the manager of the Mets, and Dennis Leary was on the show.
Oh, that's cool.
I forget what the name of the show is.
Something that fireman show.
Yeah,
right?
maybe Rescue Me.
Rescue Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he was there throwing out the first pitch, so we got to spend a little time with him and chat a little bit. And then we went and just took our seats in the stadium. And so a few innings went by, and I could tell people around us were sort of curious what we were doing there and why we were around. And
Y'all was in uniform?
we were in uniform,
Yeah,
dress
okay.
whites. Everybody's in dress whites. So about the third inning, a very older woman, I mean, I would be probably not doing it justice if I said she was 80. She might have been 90, I don't know.
Wow.
But she came up to me and she asked, well, who are you guys? And I said, oh, we're just here for a friend who re-enlisted before the game, and we just started watching the game now. And she had seen me passing out some of these cards to some other fans, and so she said, well, can I have one of those cards that you're giving out? And I said, sure. So I handed it to her, and she handed it back to me with a Sharpie marker and said, would you autograph it for me? And I said, ma'am, I'm nobody. I'm not important. And she said, in New York City, the military is important.
Oh.
And, just from everything that happened with the Twin Towers and everything, I thought that was
Wow.
it was a great moment. And I probably signed 1,000 autographs that day, and I'm nobody. I'm not an important person. I mean, I really don't consider myself any more important than anybody else. And so that was just a really cool moment, especially being in New York City. So.
Oh,
And it's funny.
wow.
You notice he said, that's a tough question. However, give him 2 seconds, and he pull out one of the best stories you
Yeah,
ever heard.
that's-
Because I don't care who's on this show. You look at the past guests, we ask that question, and they all have something great to answer with. Just like you have something great to answer with. That's why we want you on the show. That's why you should tell your story. That's why we focusing on the prime military, because we have these great stories. Sorry to cut you off, but I just wanted to make that point.
That was really touching. I really like that.
Yeah, it was a great moment.
Oh.
Yeah.
And how did you feel when she said that? Like,
I was a little shocked, honestly. I mean, because
you weren't expecting that at all.
never during my time in the military did I consider myself an important member of the military. I wasn't like running through the desert with a gun or anything
Right,
like
right.
that. I was doing something totally behind the scenes, being on submarines. Not the whole purpose of being on a submarine is to be hidden.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you're not out there doing that stuff. So,
Wow.
it was interesting. It was kind of hard actually to do because I just felt like these people were asking me to sign autographs, and I'm just a regular guy. Like I just got a regular job.
Not to mention you're in a national. Come on, get your words together, Kevin. I'm sorry, I got a brain fart. But a National Baseball League stadium with famous baseball players and stuff in it, and people are coming up to you to get an autograph. I mean, that I would be overwhelmed with that. And sorry about that brain fart.
Yeah, that's kind of why I said it was a tough question because it is my proudest moment and one of my favorite memories of being in the military. But it's not a story that I share frequently because I just thought it was sort of an odd moment.
It's a beautiful story. I
know. And why you have a problem sharing it?
It's not that I have a problem with it. It's just one of those things that I just found it a little bit. It was odd. It was odd. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not somebody that signs autographs, so it was strange.
Yeah,
I thought that was
all the fans outside the door waiting for them to come out.
Yes,
so,
I'm having to.
And
hold that
we had to
door.
fight through the fans
come on,
just
ladies.
to get in here to do the show.
No, he's on our show, okay? Get him later.
So let's move on to the next question, and I guess the next question is mine.
Yeah.
What drove you through your military career?
I think the biggest driving factor for me was I happened to show up at my boat at the exact same time as two guys who I'm still really good friends with today. But they were real go-getters. I mean, very serious about their military career, and they're both about to retire, getting close. And so they've stayed with it. But I had no chance of getting a promotion or a decent evaluation if I didn't keep up with those two guys. They were maniacs. They were on top of things. So yeah, but neither one of them was selfish about it. I mean, they were definitely the kind of guys that were supportive and really helped me out, and so we've remained friends. And I think that was a big factor in me doing well.
Awesome.
So you don't want to give your friends a shout out? Why would you not want to say your friend's name?
I didn't know if that was allowed. I don't know.
Why would they gonna sue me? I ain't got no money.
I'm the first live studio guest.
I know.
I didn't know what the rules were.
Yeah. You set the rules.
Okay.
You set the standard.
First rule: you don't talk about Fight Club. Second rule: you don't talk about Fight Club.
Okay.
Nice. Well done.
Well
done. Good reference.
Because we don't talk about it.
Fight Club.
We don't talk about
I don't know anything about it. But yeah, Jeff Leggard and Frank Ellis and Adam Patterson, if you're watching, thanks very much.
What boat? They on the boat? They on what command?
Frank is now working for nuclear reactors in Washington. Jeff is back teaching at a nuclear prototype in Charleston, South Carolina. And Adam is a helicopter pilot now. All these guys went the officer route too, which is even more impressive. But Adam's now flying helicopters. Just got back from a deployment to the Persian Gulf for a year, and he's back in San Diego, about to transfer to the East Coast somewhere. I'm not sure where.
Man, that's impressive. That's great. And it's great that you're still friends with him. I know I'm friends with almost everybody on the boat. As you saw, I had the captain on it, my first guest. Yeah, we're a tight-knit community, and this is great. That's why I wanted you to say their names.
Yeah.
I wanted that because
I think that's cool.
That's what we're about.
Shout out. Exactly. Absolutely. That's what the show is about, too.
Yes.
Positive energy. All right. So let's take it the opposite.
Okay.
Do you have any military regrets?
I think my only regret really is I only ever was on a seagoing command. So I only was deployed and did the normal seagoing stuff. I think looking back on it now, if I had the opportunity to do it again, I would have done one shore command.
What does that mean, shore command?
So a shore command is not assigned to a boat, to a training facility or a maintenance facility or something like that. You're on land. So it's a little bit more like a 9-to-5 regular job. It's kind of the other half of the military, because I think a lot of people don't realize that the military's every job that the civilian world has, the military has too. So you can be. They have people to do financial analysis, and they have lawyers, and they have all these other people.
Because it's an operation, just like any big operation.
It's just like any other big company in the world, only a lot bigger.
So you would like to have done something that was offshore or shore, as you call it.
Shore command, yeah. I think I would have liked to have done that just to see kind of how the other half of the military is.
Right.
And it might have affected my decision to get out or not, because when I initially joined the military, it was really because I just wanted money to go to school, and so I never intended on staying in. So when my time was up, that was it. But I think looking back on it now, I probably could have stuck it out for a couple more years just to see what it was like, and then made the decision after that.
Wow. Do you have in mind like what kind of shore role that you would have enjoyed?
That's a tough one, because it probably would have been nothing that I wanted, because I'm a nuke. So it probably would have been teaching. That probably would have been where they sent me.
So the problem with that is once you pick your job, you're pretty much stuck in that field. So like with me, I was a Navy T, and I could only go to Navy T billets. A billet is a job, basically.
Oh, okay.
And I ended up going to the torpedo shop, which didn't have a whole lot of Navy Ts, but
That sounds so cool, though. To have a job in the torpedo shop, that sounds pretty cool. It's not cool?
well, it sounds cool. And when you write it down, you look at it like, damn, that shit's cool. That sounds cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the torpedo shop. I would go back. I really enjoyed that place. I enjoyed the people there and stuff. But it's just like any other job. They got shitty times. You know? And we building torpedoes, and you can imagine the strictness there. You know, like ain't no horseplay and stuff like that. So,
Right.
you know, but that's not. We ain't talking about. We talking about Dan. So let's get back on Dan before I get in trouble. So that's your only military regret. And it's funny
so, yeah.
because he was like, man, I don't know if I have any military regrets. I'm like, get out of here, man. I just got to pull teeth. So
That's
the
what
last,
makes you a great interviewer.
well, I tried, and I'm
You
standing sideways and
extract
seeing
the
all the
information.
yeah, just extract it.
Pull it out, right?
So last question. Do you have any advice for any future military getting ready to go in? What would you have to tell that young, wide-eyed 18-year-old that's like, I'm going to the military. I can't wait. I'm going to be on submarines. What you want to tell that fool before you go in?
So, I think there's two answers to this question, really.
All right.
So if a high school student came up to me and said, you know, you were in the military, what do you suggest? My answer would be this: try to get an officer package now. Try to go to a military academy, right? Because that's like $200,000 worth of free education. You don't have to pay for it. I mean, you owe the government and you owe the country a little bit of time afterwards, but that would be my advice. I mean, that's a great education at no cost.
Wow.
But if it was someone like I was when I was 18 years old who just had no direction whatsoever and was going into the military because they just didn't know what else to do,
Like most
I was
18-year-olds?
gonna say,
like most
that's
18-year-olds, yeah, I would say just to kind of make the most of it. I mean, really try to excel and do well, and try to do well in school. Try to do well once you get to your boat. Get promoted as often as you can. Make as much money as you can. Take advantage of all the opportunities that the Navy gives you. And I would also say to submariners, if you're going to be a submarine guy, there are some things you probably need to know. Like, occasionally, on a long deployment, you might run out of toilet paper. You might run out of a lot of things that normal people have on a day-to-day basis.
You mean like run completely out on the submarine? Like you don't have any?
Well, yes. You run out of a lot of things. They can only carry so much stuff. So if you're out for a long period of time, you might run out of things. So if you intend on being a submariner, plan ahead.
Yeah.
You don't need
What do you mean
a
you
winter
gotta
coat
bring your own
and a winter
toilet
sweater.
paper?
Yeah.
I would recommend bringing your own toilet paper.
Extra underwear,
For
Yeah.
how
extra
long?
socks.
Like what length of time supply here? We're talking like a year? You
I
gotta
mean,
bring a
whoa,
year's
whoa, whoa,
worth
whoa.
of toilet paper?
They got 150 dudes, all shitting. So they all got to use toilet paper. I mean, at some time, how fast do you run out of toilet paper in your house?
It takes forever.
One roll.
One roll?
Yeah, you put that roll up there. How long does it last?
No, maybe a week or.
You know what? Are we being serious here or what?
I think so. I don't know. I don't sit there and time when did the exact moment I run out of paper.
Okay. If you don't want to be honest with us, that's fine. Just be honest with yourself, man.
You guys run out a lot faster? Well, first of
Well,
all, how do you guys run out?
Okay.
You don't even wipe yourself.
Oh, see, that's speculation. That's pure speculation. But let's think about it. It's the military, right? Military
Yes.
is owned by the government, right?
Yes.
Think about some government toilet paper.
Yeah. So really.
Now ask yourself, how do we run the hell out? Because it's
Because
one ply.
then
Then you gotta double it up because it's just like sandpaper. You try to wipe your ass, and the first wipe it don't even come off good. So then you gotta wipe again. You know what they used to tell us?
Sounds like he's speaking from experience.
They used to tell us save it for when you got to take a shower.
yeah. Wipe. You wipe your ass.
What does that mean? Like,
Do you remember
see,
this?
you don't wipe yourself.
They tell you,
Ew.
you take one sheet, just one sheet,
Oh,
you
this is
poke a
terrible.
hole through it, you put your fucking finger through it, right? And I'm not supposed to be cussing, my bad. And then you wipe your ass and get it all on your finger, and then you take the paper towel and you wipe the shit on your finger.
No.
That's how bad it would get.
Gag on TV. Oh. Is he speaking the truth? For real? Like that's how you guys live?
I'm not gonna say I've never heard that.
This is why
That
I do
description.
not like having male
Like I didn't write
roommates.
the procedure, but
Yeah, I think it was a book, right?
Oh my gosh! Wow.
I think we sold that one to the
I have
Marines.
learned.
I hope there's no Marines watching.
Yeah.
Better not let you. I apologize.
Yeah,
You
we
know
had a
there
Marine last
are Marines
week.
watching.
Oh, no.
There are Marines
All right.
watching. Wow. Okay, so come prepared.
Be prepared.
Bring your
Just
supply.
plan. You're leaving your house for potentially 6 months, and you may not see a grocery store for a long time. So just take the essentials.
Drawers,
Wow.
socks, toilet
Okay.
paper, and candy.
And candy.
Because if you got to qualify.
It's like money. I don't think they allow tobacco on submarines anymore.
I think it's the tobacco cessation or cessation.
So
or
Yeah,
whatever.
I would say
candy,
it
so
used
you
to be-
barter with candy? Is that
in my time it was Copenhagen. I would buy logs of Copenhagen and trade it for qualifications,
Yes.
but I don't think that's allowed anymore.
No.
So
Oh,
times they are
wow.
changing.
And another day we're gonna delve into that a whole lot more.
Yes, I want to learn about
I'd like
that.
to be in
That
the
sounds
studio
really-
audience for that show if it's possible.
And you know what? If you like Dan, and nobody says shit yet, tell us that you like Dan. Maybe we can have him back.
Awesome,
I can
yes.
kidnap him again, put him in a headlock, and bring him back on the show. I got 2 hostages here. If y'all want them back, I want some money. Anyway,
It costs a lot, okay? Make sure the ransom is very high. Very high.
so she can buy shoes at
Right now, my
Go.
fiance is not calling the cops.
She probably not. She's like, oh, that I knew I should have bought that insurance policy.
No, I knew I should have bought more toilet paper. Dang it.
She probably out buying toilet paper right now.
We've got a Costco membership.
All right, man. We got to wrap this up because we have too much damn fun. So we're gonna wrap this up with Dan. Thank you so much for being on the show.
My pleasure, my
man.
pleasure.
I tell you what, our first studio guest is awesome. Tell us how we did. We never done this
Feedback,
before. This is
yeah.
all an experiment. I know Win was standing all in front of the poor man, and he looked like a midget compared to us. But let us know what you think. You got any suggestions? Let us know. And check this out. If you want to be on the show, it could be Skype, it could be live, it could be you could be dead, you could be one of the Walking Dead. It doesn't matter. If you want to be on the show, contact us. Contact me. You can contact me on Facebook, Twitter. You can contact me via Pigeon or however. Get at me. We would love to have you on the show. We're going to sit up here and ask you some questions and flirt with you and stuff. And I'll sit up here and joke with you and try not to call you stupid. But we'll have a great
I'll ask
time.
the intelligent questions.
Yeah, and I'll ask the dumb ass
And
questions.
he's just here to look pretty.
Yeah. You might even get me in a bikini.
Oh, well, it is close to Halloween, so that's appropriate. So, well, on that note, we'll be right back. We've got a little ditty for you, a do-right ditty.
Right after this. Thank you, Randall. I'm Mr. Do-Right, and here's a Do-Right ditty. What's up, Win? I know you say you wanted to talk to me. Look, check it out. The $5 is in the mail. Calm down.
You're very lucky to be alive, Mr. Salazar. Very few, if any, walk away from a police shootout.
What? Police shootout? What? I thought we were talking about $5.
Now I want you to think very carefully.
What are you talking about? Man, look, I know Shy was in town the other day, and he was pretty much the only drunk person to get arrested on 6th Street, but you can't listen to him. Look, don't listen to him.
Don't let them see me like this.
Oscar, if you think you're gaining points with your boss by pulling this stunt, you're wrong.
Oscar? Who's Oscar? Have you lost it? Randall, do you know what she's talking about? Do we have to call 911 here? Where my phone at?
You can say goodbye to your money, your good standing with the honest citizens of this fine nation, because when you get out, if you get out of here alive, no one will want to have anything to do with you.
Do you want a divorce? Are we getting divorced? Hell, I didn't even know we were married. Well, if we are play married, then we got us a play prenup. So my little play money is safe. So you can go and get all the divorces you want. But I'm pretty good. Plus, I don't think this great nation of ours gives two shits about our play marriage. And plus, who says that? I mean, look, really, who says that? What are you talking about? Because, huh? Oh, I get it. You're acting. I got you. My bad. You know what? I'm with you. Check this out. Let me show you what I can do.
Now you can work with us, and we can look out for you and your family, or...
Do you think you intimidating me, Bucho the kid? Let me tell you one thing. I eat Pop-Tarts like you for breakfast with a side of bacon. Delicious, crispy bacon. Just crunches. Sometimes I like to get it with some bread and put it on the bread and get some scrambled eggs and put on there and some strawberry or grape jelly and put the bread on there and eat it and it still be crunchy. I do all that stuff. So I ain't even thinking about you. You got me all up in here trying to stress me out. Talking about you gonna take my money. Let me tell you one thing. FBI agents like you ain't shit. Where's my lawyer?
Do you have any idea how many people die from what Claudia sells?
Yo. Slow your roll, Turbo.
Do you even care?
Psst. I care about that as much as a Republican cares about global warming. For real.
I want you to keep something in mind, Mr. Salazar.
What would that be? That prison is worse than jail? Well, what you gonna say? What you gonna say?
Prison is a lot worse than jail.
You know what, Win? This was cool. A little crazy, but this was cool. Man, I'll check you later, man. Look, I'm gonna see you on the show. I'm gonna see you back on the show. Holla at your boy. Deuces. You crazy. Crazy. I have no clue.
6 times more?
Well, because you want the latest phone every time a phone come out.
Speaking of which, you know what just came out? The Note 5 are out, and I can't fucking get it, and I'm so upset. I use my phone to stay up to date online. So I want the biggest screen. I want the latest processor, so everything's quick and stuff like that. And so the Note 5s came out.
Hold that thought. Hold on. I got something for you. Hold on.
If you fucking got the Note 5, I will reach into the monitor and slap the shit out you.
So, you know who I work for. I'm not going to say who I work for.
You forgot who you work for.
So, they gave me a prototype, and it's going to make you so jealous.
Don't you fucking do it, Durite.
It's actually the Note 6. You ready for this? So, here's the Note 6. Look right here. you can put it up to your
You dumb.
Now, look, I can get on here and I can look at it. Hey, Nova, what's going on? What you up to?
Oh my god, I hate you so much.
Oh damn, we back. You know what? We had such a great time and we ran our mouth so much that it's time for us to go. And I just gotta say, for some strange reason, these Do-Right Ditties don't like to run when we do live. So from now on, we're just gonna do more Do-Right Ditties. We don't care if it mess up. We like it when it's messed up. Cause you ain't watching anyway. What you think?
Of course they're watching. The Do-Right Ditties are as messed up as Mr. Do-Right. That's the beauty of it.
Look, if you're watching right now,
that's
say something.
Keeping it real.
Say something. Say something right now if you're watching.
Say something. See? I heard that. Did you hear that?
No,
I heard it.
I ain't hear nothing.
Yeah.
Wait.
The studio audience is there. But you can catch us every Thursday.
Every Thursday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will be right, not every Thursday. We only got 3 more episodes in this season, but we will be here for the next 3 weeks.
Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to our wonderful first time in studio guest, Mr. Dan Darden.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. Man, if y'all in town, if y'all in Austin, holler at your boy. Let's get you on the show, even if we got to record it. And we'll hide the camera if you're scared. Even if you got a radio face, we'll blur you out and stuff. And you could be like that secret, that deep throat interview. Oh, yeah, I was on a submarine. And, you know, we could do stuff like that. We could do magic around here.
You just say what I thought he said.
What's that?
Oh, yeah. He said those 2 words that are censored.
What'd I say?
Anyway.
What did I say? Oh.
So anyway, we will see you on our next show.
Yeah, we'll see you next show.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks. Later, peeps.
Bye.